Hi everybody, today I'm going to show you what's called a diving monkey series. Alright, it's the difference between a dive bomber and a diving monkey. Okay, two different things. But the diving monkey series is actually one I got from Parkour Generations, and they do intend to do a whole warm-up, and Compass is eventually doing this set of kind of push-ups together, but I'm going to kind of show you the final process of it. And it's really important to just watch where I'm placing my weight and where my leg, if my legs are straight certain spots, my body angle and everything. All of that is going to be very crucial for doing this series. Otherwise it's a biomechanical nightmare, as most skills can be when you don't do them properly. So anyway, starting this out, you're going to start in a nice, with legs about shoulder width apart, okay, push-up position here. Alright, and from here, all I'm going to do is just go backward, so my hips are back, alright, and now I'm making kind of a downward dog position. So my shoulders, my shoulders are pressing back to my heels, alright, and my heels are trying to go flat to the ground, my back is flat, alright, so everything's nice and open. Alright, this is the first position. The next part you're going to do here is you're going to do an open push-up, so your elbows are going to turn outward. You're going to go outward and you're going to bring your forehead in between the hands, kind of almost where the edge of the palms are. So you're going to go outward here and back up. So you pretty much touch the dome piece to the floor. Alright, so one more time, starting my push-up position. From here, come back to downward dog. And then from there, touch the head and come back up. Alright? One more time from here, push-up position. Hip back and up. Head touches and backward up again. Alright, the next position from here, our elbows were currently outwardly rotated for the head to ground push-up. Now we're going to inwardly rotate them. So there's outward rotation and inward rotation. Alright, you'll feel the elbows pull toward each other. At this point, what you're going to do is after your elbows pull in, you're going to lower both of them to the ground and keep your hips up. Alright, so my hip line does not change here. Okay, both elbows turn in. They touch the ground. Alright? Back up. I'm going to go barefoot here because it's just easier sometimes to be barefoot. Stinking Vivos. Anyway, now I got more traction. So, once again, push-up position. Alright? Hips back. From here, elbows outwardly rotated. I'm going to go in for the push-up, head piece touch the ground, now elbows turn in and both my elbows come down. Okay, again my hips are up. From here, this is the hardest part, you're going to bring your shoulders to your wrists and elbows come off the ground, hips are still up in the air, and I'm hovering, push-up hovering position. Alright, from here, head goes up and I'm still hovering, shoulders are pressed down, and I'm arched right here, okay? This is the end, like the first half of this position. Alright, so starting over again. So I'm going to go from push-up position, alright, from there, back to downward dog, elbows rotate out, head touches the ground, press back up, elbows rotate in, shoulders to the wrists, head comes up, and I press up, almost like you're doing upward dog or cobra stretch or seal stretch or whatever you want to call it. Only my hips are not touching the ground, okay? So, one more time, the first half of it, pretend like there's a stick or something like this, a bar going across, you want to dive underneath that. Alright, so the series goes from push-up position, hips back, outwardly rotate the arms, head touches, come back up, inwardly rotate the arms, elbows touch, shoulders to wrists, head goes underneath and up, and I'm pressing. Now we're just going to reverse that, okay? So now I come down to a push-up position, shoulders come to the wrists and my elbows are down, and I press back up to downward dog. From there, I come to my push-up position and finish with a normal push-up, okay? So you have essentially the first push-up, 1, then you have the elbows down and pressing through, that's number 2, then you reverse that process coming back, that's 3, and finally you have a normal tricep push-up for 4. This particular series is really hard on the triceps, and that's where you're really going to feel it, and that's what you're going to really need for when you start to do those climb ups and stuff like that. All right, so it's chest too. All right, it is, and the core, but you really want to get used to that tricep push and power from the triceps. So what I try to do is every single time I go through it, if I keep my mechanics right, I'm able to do this quite fast. All right, so I'm going to go through the series again, and then I'll face you and do it as well. So from here, push-up position first, shoulders underneath the wrists, come back to downward dog, elbows rotate outward, head touches, elbows rotate inward, shoulders to wrists, underneath, and pressing up, back down to here, press up, then from there, tricep push-up, okay? Facing you. Push-up position, downward dog, elbows rotate out, head touches, elbows rotate in to the floor, shoulders to wrists, look up, back down, shoulders to wrists, press up, come forward, normal push-up. All right? And like I said, if I go through that fairly fast and keeping the mechanics right, you can learn that you can do a lot more, a lot less effort. Now, the goal, of course, for all this training is to master the mechanics of your body, the mentality of your body too, and being able to get through stuff easier. But the whole point also is to gain some strength and ability along the way, and that will happen as you increase intensity. All right, but this is a lot about learning how the body works along with challenging it in physical ways. Okay, so if I go through this very, very fast, knowing the mechanics of it, I come back, elbows out, head touches, here, up, back, here, and one press up. All right, I'll do it towards you. Push up position, come back, elbows out, head touches, elbows down, up, back, explosive, one press up. All right, so that's the Diving Monkey series. There's a lot of other series I'm going to be coming up with pretty soon. Once again, though, that's from Parkour Generations, and they showed me that when I was over in London a couple years back. Train safe, be smart, and as always, live, love, and inspire. All right, guys, take it easy.